Uh, Dear all, uh, today we are going to discuss about fundamentals of a logic, which is a part of your discrete mathematical structures with a subject code 18CS36. To start with, uh, logic may be defined as a science of valid reasoning. So, this mathematical logic is related to all the reasonings, and it will serve as a tool to judge truthfulness of any system. That is, any system can be true or false. So this we can prove using this mathematical logic. So there is a proposition is a common word which we are going to use in fundamentals of a logic. So a proposition is 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 an assertive statement which is either true or false but not both. Okay, or even we can define a proposition as a declarative statement which is either true or false but not both. Okay, we are going to see many different types of propositions in further part of this particular chapter. So now these propositions are represented by the small case letters p comma q comma r and so on and so forth. This proposition is either true or false. The truth of this particular proposition is called truth value and is symbolized with 1 or t. Both are same. You can represent with 1 if it is true, or if it is true, then you can represent with t also. The false of a proposition is represented with 0 or f. So in both the ways you can represent the truth value and the false value of a particular proposition. So I have given some of the examples in order to make you understand this truth value of a particular proposition. So now the first value, Mysore is in Karnataka. This particular statement can be either true or false. As far as this particular statement is concerned, this particular statement is say true. So hence I have represented with T or 1. Second example, Mumbai is a capital city of India. So which is a wrong one, which is a false one. So I can represent this with F or say 0. So another important interesting example is, are you working? So this particular statement, we don't know whether it is yes or no. In such conditions, so this I will call this is not a particular proposition, or this is not a proposition. So at the same time, the next example is x square plus y square is less than 1. If the conditions are given in this particular statement, say x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1, say then 1 square plus 1 square is equal to 2, 2 is less than 1, then I should have told it is not proposition. But the truthfulness of this particular statement is depending on the value of x and y, which we don't know at this point of time. So hence I cannot say this as a proposition. So this is not a proposition. So because this statement can be either true or false depending on the value of x and y. If it is x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, then it is true. If it is x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1, then it is false. So, so this is what the not proposition. So this is a table. Okay, the table containing the truth values is called as a truth table. Okay, so any truth table, it contains either zeros or ones, or T or false. So when you are writing a particular truth table, either you can use 1 and 0 or T and F, but don't combine these two like T, 0, F or 1. Okay. So this is about the truth table. Okay. Now there are some basic connectives. I will call it as basic connectives or basic operations which you are going to apply on different statements. Okay. So there are these statements or these basic connectives are very important in further part of this particular chapter. Okay. The first one is negation. Negation is a reverse. So that is a negation of a particular statement P is a not of P. Okay, negative statement, which I can call it as a negative statement. So negation of P is symbolized with a negation of P or this particular symbol. Now onwards, I am always using these kind of symbols in my further part of this particular chapter. The truth value of P is the negation of, that is truth value, negation of P is the opposite of truth value of P. Okay, this is opposite of P. If you look at, for every basic connective, I have to have some truth tables and some different examples. Okay, so now I've, if you take a proposition, if it is true, then the negation of P is false. If it is false, then the negation of P is 1. Okay, uh, T. If it is 1, it is 0. If it is 0, it is 1. Okay. So this is what the truth value of a particular proposition P. So now I have written some of the examples. That is, today is a holiday. This is my statement P. So negation of P is what? Today is not a holiday. Today is not an holiday. Okay. Another one, I can write 3 square plus 4 square is 5 square. Okay. So negation of this is 3 square plus 4 square is equal to 5 square. When you are writing a negation of P or negation statement, you don't check the correctness of the particular statement, whether it is correct or not. If you write this particular statement, 3 square is equal to 9, 4 square is equal to 16. So it is equal to 25. Actually, this particular statement is true, but I am not worried about how exactly you are going to cross verify the particular statement. Just I am writing a negation of that particular statement, say P. 2R is not the area of a triangle. Then the negation of that particular statement is 2R is area of a triangle. Okay, so this is what we will say negation of this particular statement. Now, earlier the negation is on only one statement. So now there are some other basic connectives which will operate or which we are going to use by taking two different propositions. Okay, so now the second one is conjunction. So it is represented by this particular symbol. The given two propositions P and Q. Okay, the compound proposition definition is it is a combination of two or more than two propositions. Okay, so the compound proposition formed by using a connective and. So conjunction means and operator, and called as conjunction of original propositions. What are original propositions? P and Q are original propositions. So it is denoted by P and Q and is read as P and Q. Okay, P and Q. Okay, so what is this AND operation? The AND operation of two propositions P and Q is true if both the propositions P and Q are true, otherwise it is false. So when you are writing a truth table, these points are very, very important. When the given statements, when both the statements are true, then only it is true, otherwise it is false. If any one of those statements is false, it is not acceptable, that is it is false. If both are false, then also it is false. So that is why if you look at the truth table here, P and Q, here I have written true, 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 false, false, true, false, false, or 11100100. So when both the statements are true, then only it is true, otherwise all are false. Okay. So now to explain, I have written one scenario or illustration. The first statement says Delhi is a capital of India and x plus 4 is equal to 5, so that x is equal to 1. This is one statement, and this is say P and say this is a Q. So in the first scenario, 1 is true. Correct? Both the statements are correct. You look at second statement, Delhi is the capital city of India. So which is true? But x plus 4 is equal to 5, which implies x is equal to 2. This particular statement is false. So if any one is false, then it is false. Similarly, Mumbai is a capital city of India, which is false. But x plus 4 is equal to 5, which is this is true. So again it is false. In next statement, it is Mumbai is a capital city of India, which is false. And this x plus 4 is equal to 5, which implies x is equal to 2 is also false when both the statements are false. So with this I can conclude that 1 is true as both are true and 2, 3, 4 are false. Correct? So this is how we are going to write the truth table for a conjunction. So that is your first operation or first compound proposition. Okay, next it is OR operator, disjunction. So that is given two different propositions P and Q. Okay, the compound propositions formed by using connective OR, called as disjunction of original propositions. So what it is? This is like OR operation. The OR operation of two different propositions P and Q is false if both the propositions P and Q are false, otherwise true. That is, if any one is true, then it is true, otherwise false. Is that clear? So that is P, Q, when both are false, then only false, otherwise it is true. In other term, if any one is true, then it is true, otherwise false. So T is equal to that is T, 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 F, F, T. So both are T, all are T except the last one. So this is what we will call it as disjunction. Okay. Now exclusive disjunction. So when this is represented with this particular symbol, again I am going to consider P and Q as two different propositions. When either P is true or Q is true, but not both. But not both. That is, the compound proposition is called as exclusive disjunction of original propositions, denoted by this particular symbol. So this is true only when P is true, Q is false, vice versa. That is, any one of them, this any one of this P and Q should be false, but not both. Okay, if you look at this particular table, T, F, F, T. So that is one should be true, another should be false. So then only it is true, otherwise false. How to remember? It is very simple. When P and Q are having same truth values, then it is false. Okay, so that is why this truth table contains F. This is F for the first and last rows. The rest will be true. Okay, so next. Okay, we will see these are all first three different basic connectives. We will solve one problem based on this. Okay, now I'll write one particular statement like P. Jaipur is in Rajasthan. As I told earlier, I am not going to check the correctness. I am considering whatever the particular statement is given. So Jaipur is in Rajasthan is one statement. Second statement is Chennai is a coastal city. These two are two different propositions. Now write down all these symbolic forms for the following propositions. First one, Jaipur is not in Rajasthan and Chennai is a coastal city, which is how to write. So here it is and, so I need to use and operator. Okay, this I have done first one. Next is Jaipur is not in Rajasthan. So because the given statement is P, so not means I have to use negation. So hence I have written negation of P. Okay, what is the next statement? Chennai is a coastal city. So Chennai is a coastal city which is give as it is. So I have written negation of P and secure. This is what the first statement is. Writing this in symbolic form. Next, second is Chennai is not a coastal city. So that is or Jaipur is not in Rajasthan. So how to write this particular statement? So given statement is Chennai is a coastal city which is Q. Now I have to write not, so negation of Q. So I have written a negation of Q. So here it is OR operator. I have written OR operator. Jaipur is not in Rajasthan. So that is again Jaipur is not in Rajasthan. So here Jaipur is in Rajasthan is P. So hence I will write negation of P. So this entire statement I can write it as negation of Q or negation of P. So this is how you are going to write the different statements in symbolic form using some of the basic connectives. Okay. We will see some of other problems how to write the truth tables for various basic connectives. Okay. Once we will start with a simple example. Construct the truth table for the different compound propositions. First one is P and Q and P, and second one is P or Q bracket complete or negation of P. Okay. So now P and Q are two different propositions. Okay, when you combine these two, what are the different possible values? So these are all four different possible values. Truth values. T, 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 F, F, T, F, F. These truth values you have to remember. Now, first when you are writing the truth table, go for the compound proposition which is there in the bracket. Q and P. So what is the statement? According to this AND operator, when both are true, then only it is true, otherwise it is false. When you look at the values P and Q, this is also T, this is also T, so hence it is true value. Now for T, F it is F, F T it is F, F F it is again F. Okay. So now after finding out this, what we need to find out is P and Q and P. So now I have identified this, then I have to do with P and Q. Okay, now I will compare these two. Check it is T, P is T, and Q and P is T. So both are true, then it is true. It is T, it is F, then again it is F. So this is F, this is F, again it is F. So this is F, this is F, again it is F. So the final truth value for this particular compound statement P and Q and P is T, F, F, F. Okay, hope it is clear. The second problem, P or Q or negation of P. Whenever negation is there, then you write negation of it. Even if you don't write also, it does not make any difference, but there is some order. I will tell you later point of time. PQ, I have written all these values. PT, TF, FT, FF, I have written all this. Next is negation of P, that is not of P. So if it is T, then it is F. T, then it is F. F, it is T. F, it is T. So negation of P, I have written now. The next is which is there in the bracket PRQ. I have written here PRQ. What is the statement? If both are false, then it is false. Otherwise, it is true. Or if any one of these two is true, then it is true. Otherwise, false. Okay. If you look at PQ, both are. This is T. T and F, it is T. F and T, it is T. F, it is false. So now, finally, PRQ or negation of P. So now I got it as P or Q as T T T F. Negation of P is what? F F T T. So now you have to perform OR operator. What is OR operator? If any one is true, then it is true. Otherwise false. In the final column I am talking about. Okay, now look at here. F T T F T T T T F T F is T. So this is what TTFF, the final truth value of the compound proposition P or Q or negation of P. Okay, we'll see another problem. The construct the truth table for P exclusive disjunction minus negation of Q and negation of P or negation of Q. There are two different problems I have written in a single table. So as usual, if you look at here, T, T, F, F, T, F, T, F. I have written two different values. So negation of P is what? So it is T, that is then F, it is T, it is F, it is F, it is T, it is F, it is T. Okay. Now negation of Q is what? T, F, F, T, T, F, F, T. So that is why I have marked with these two. So now, so negation of P, how do you write this? So what I told, if both are same in this operator, if both are same, whether it is false F or whether it is both true, then it will be false. Otherwise it is true. So that is why I have written FF as F, TT as F. If any one is true, alternatively, if it is true, then false. If it is true, it is false, then it is T. So the value for this is F, T, T, F. Okay, so this is the truth value for this particular compound statement. Now, negation of P or negation of Q. So, OR operator, what it means? It says that if any one is true, then the final truth value is true, otherwise it is false. So now, if you look at here, negation of P or negation of Q, FF is F, okay, so FT is T, TF is T, TT is T. Okay, so this is what the second example, how to construct the truth table. We'll see another example. P and Q are R and P are Q and Q are R. Now why I have taken this example is in the previous two problems, it consists of only two um, truth values. Now when it contains 3, that means 2 to the power of 3. So those many number of truth values will be there, 8 values. In the earlier case, 2, that is 2 to the power 2, then it contains only 4 different possible options with respect to T and F. Okay, now how to remember this? Write down 4 T's and F, 2T, 2F, 2T, TF, then TF, 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 TF. Or you have to remember like all true, TTT, TTF, TFT, TFF, FTT, FTF, FFT, then FFF. So this is how you are going to write down. Or instead of T you can use 0, sorry 1, and instead of F you can use 0. Okay. Now first one is QRR. So what it says, if both are false, then only false, otherwise it is true. Now in the Q and R column, you find out where is F and F. Okay, F, F. So hence I'll write F. In the last column, it is F and F. So here it is F. And remaining all blindly, I will write T, 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 T. Okay, that is Q, R, R. So now P and Q, R, R. So and operator between P and Q, R, R. So it says that when both are true, then only true, otherwise false. So now look at P is T, Q R R is also T, so hence it is T. So here second one is T, and here also it is T, so hence it is T. So here it is T, so here it is T, so hence it is T. So here if you look at T and here it is F, so it is F. So similarly I have written FT is F, FT is F, F is F. Okay, then the last one P R Q R R. So another R operator. So with this R with the P. So if you look at this first column and the third column, when you are operating R operator, except the last column, any one of these truth value is true. So this is 2, so hence 2, T, this is T, this is and T, and finally F and F is F. So this is what the truth value for this particular compound statement, which includes 3 different propositions. We'll continue with other different propositions after solving some of the problems with respect to truth tables. Now next is conditional proposition. So it is also a compound proposition. Given two different propositions P and Q, the compound proposition using the word if before P and then before Q, that is if then, that is a conditional operator. So the conditional proposition of original proposition is P then Q. So it is defined or it is denoted by P arrow mark Q, and it is read as P then Q or P implies Q. Okay, now P then Q is called as a conditional proposition, which is a compound propositions of P and Q. Okay, now writing the truth table for this, if a proposition P is true, then Q is false, then the compound proposition P then Q is false. Okay, in all other cases it will be true. If you look at the first table, PQ, where T, 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 F, F, T, F, F. So the first one, P then Q I am writing. Okay, so T, this is F, then the value will be F. In all other cases it will be true. So now if you look at P then Q, I got it as T, F, T, T. At the same time, if I write Q then P, so first I will consider T, then it is F. In the third row, it is F. Because The first one, whichever is true, then next is q is false, then the resultant compound proposition will be f. So in all other cases it will be t t t. When you compare p then q and q then p, okay, you got the different truth values. See here I got tf tt, and q then p I got tf ttft. So both are different. So here in the note part I have written p then q is not same as q then p when you are considering two different propositions. Okay, now this is a conditional operator. Now another one which is biconditional proposition. So again it is if and only if condition. Okay, given two propositions p and q, the compound propositions uses the word if before p and then before q and vice versa. That is p then q and q then p both together. So the biconditional of proposition is defined by or denoted by p double arrow q and is read as p then q and q then p. Okay, or I can write p if and only if q, p if and only if q, or I can write p if q. Okay, so this is what my biconditional proposition. The truth table is very simple. P biconditional q is true when both p and q are having same truth values. Okay, if you both are t, then it is t, both are f, then it is also t. Okay, so so the truth table will be p q. Okay, t t it is t, f f it is also t, other values will be f. So this is how you have to remember. The value will be true when both the values are same, whether it is t or whether it is f. The biconditional proposition truth value will be t only. Okay, so now this is about biconditional proposition. This is one important concept. Uh, Converse, inverse, and contrapositive propositions. So probably this will be the last, the different types of propositions. After that, we are going to write down the different truth tables using all these different propositions. Okay. Now let P and Q be two different propositions. Okay. Then and also P and then Q be the conditional proposition. P then Q. Okay. For this particular proposition, if I write a converse, then it will be proposition Q then P is called as its converse. Q then P is called as a converse proposition of P then Q. Hope it is clear. Then taking negation on the both the sides. So P then Q is a given compound statement. Proposition negation of P then negation of Q is called as inverse of a particular proposition P then Q. Okay. Then negation of Q then negation of P is called as contrapositive proposition of P then Q. So sometimes in the exams, what they will do is like they will give a P then Q or one conditional proposition, and they will ask you to write down the converse, inverse, and contrapositive proposition and the respective truth tables for all these things. Okay. So now to start the truth table, for this I need P and Q. So P Q, I'll write the truth table for this P then Q also, and also for converse, inverse, and contrapositive. Okay, what is then operator says? The first one is true, second one is F, then the resultant truth value will be F, otherwise all the values are true. Okay, now if you look at P then Q, I have T is T, TF it is F, otherwise it is true. To write the converse Q then P, if you look at here, Q then P, T F. So in the third column you will have F, other values are true. All other values are true. Now this is about the converse. Now inverse is negation of P then negation of Q. So to write this I need negation of P values. So T is F, T is F, F is T, F is T. So similarly I have written for negation of P. So inverse statement will be like by considering these two, column number 3 and column number 4, T and F. Okay, in the third row it is F and all other values will be true. All other values will be true. Now this is inverse. Now the contrapositive is negation of Q then negation of P. So if you look at negation of P and negation of P, here T and F, so it will be F and all other values will be T. So this is how we are going to write the converse, inverse and contrapositive of a particular statement P then Q. So in the next slide, we are going to solve one problem where we are going to write the converse, inverse and contrapositive of a particular statement. Write down converse, inverse and contrapositive for a particular statement. So usually this kind of questions will be asked in your examination. Okay, write down the converse, inverse and contrapositive of the following. The statement says, if a person puts sincere efforts, then he is successful in the life. So this is what the statement is given. And if I write down the different propositions for this, P, I'll write a person puts a sincere effort. I have written P as a person puts a sincere efforts. Then another statement is he is successful in the life. So another statement is he is successful in the life. So that is if P then Q. So that is P then Q. If P then Q is a given proposition. For this, so what is the converse statement? Converse statement is Q then P. That is how would I write you in words? That is, if a person is successful in the life, then he has put sincere efforts. This is how I can write that particular statement. Inverse, negation of P, then negation of Q. That is, if a person does not put a sincere efforts, negative statement of this. That is, if a person does not put a sincere efforts, then he is not successful in the life. This is the inverse statement, or it is inverse of this particular statement. Then the converse, contrapositive, that is negation of Q then negation of P. That is, if a person is not successful in the life, if a person is not successful in the life, then he has not put efforts, or a person has not put sincere efforts. That is what I have written here, negation of Q then negation of P. So that is, if a person is not successful in the life, then he has not put sincere efforts. So this is how you are going to write down the different converse, inverse, and contrapositive propositions. So these are all the different types of converse, inverse, contrapositive propositions.